He provided you with an open statement. Hopefully you got a chance to read through it, but we'll let you jump right into your presentation.
Thank you. I appreciate this time this morning. Thank you for allowing us to be here. And of course, I have with me members from my board, Pastor Kenneth Edmondson, and also we have Sister Verla Malone here with us this morning, who's the Vice President of our group. What you have before you is our grant that we've asked for the restoration of the Hubbard House. The Hubbard House, of course, is on the historic register. It is served as our church's parsonage for many years. It fell into disrepair because no one was in it and for lack of use. Of course, as all of us know, if a house is not occupied, there will be, of course, things will happen. We brought together a 501(c) for the purpose of restoring the Hubbard House so that it could be used as a service place in South Nashville. The Trumbull Bottom area there, of course, has many needs, and we identified the needs for that area, and so therefore we wanted to bring the Hubbard House back into standards so that it could be used as a place of service, providing dental and medical services there with Meharry Medical College, dental school and medical school, as serving as one of our partners too. The request is for $357,800, and as it says, to complete their essential work in two key areas of the Friends of Hubbard House mission. And so, again, we ask for the capacity building for service delivery, through improvements to the physical space, and two direct service provisions to low-income, unemployed, underemployed, and other community residents of the South Nashville, Trumbull Bottom, Chestnut Hill region. It is a food desert. There are no other services in that area. I think we identified the closest medical service would be in North Nashville. We certainly, that area certainly needs a lot of assistance. So with this grant will only serve to restore the Hubbard House. It will not provide services. It will only restore the Hubbard House to the place where we can provide the services for that particular area.
Okay. I want to jump right in because I have just one quick question.
Please, please.
Is $357,000 the amount of the total renovation, or are you asking for Metro's participation in a larger amount?
That is the amount that we have in the grant is for the total renovation. That'll take everything, yes. And of course,
you have to pay for the gutting.
Oh yeah, well we've already done the due diligence. Thank you, Pastor. We did do our due diligence in getting the house ready for the renovation. We had a company that has done a lot of asbestos removal, etc. That in the Nashville area. They came in and gutted the house out, took all the contaminants out, stripped it down to whereas when we start the restoration, it's set to go. It's at that point. So we had codes, had the air inspection and all that done, so that they don't have any contaminants flying around there in that area. And so we've identified that for the parking, that it's essential that we have parking there too, because that area is pretty busy. Of course, you have Cameron Lead School that's down the street from us. And parking is not good. It's a premium. So therefore, in our plan, we also put in a parking spot in the back. We have provisions for ADA, handicap, those who are handicapped. We'll have a ramp. We'll also, as you come up, I don't know if you're familiar with that, have seen the edifice, but as you come up the driveway, there will be an area there that will be adjacent to the parking lot, but the area there will be just designated for ADA, for those persons who are handicapped. We have a ramp that will take them into the house there also. We'll also provide security. The house will be secured, as we see in our proposal. There is a fence that will be around the house also that will provide security for the edifice. And again, the parking will be in the back of the house, which will make it much more convenient for those who are getting services for the Hubbard House. In looking at our partners along with Meharry, we have talked with the principal of Napier Elementary School, and is noted in our proposal too, to provide assistance for her in her school there. She identified music as being one of the areas that she wanted some help with, and so we would be able to provide that in an after-school program setting there at the school. I still have not had an opportunity to talk with the principal of the lead, Dwayne Tucker, but we know that there are needs that they have also, and also Johnson ALC, which is right next to the Hubbard House, also on the corner. They have needs also for academic. I talked with Tony Hall, who, Tony Majors, who has now moved into the HR position in Metro School, but he was over that area, and he said that they would love to have us partner with them to help those young people who need academic assistance at Johnson Alternative Learning Center. So, yes.
So would the Hubbard House need, you know, someone to look over the property, or so the idea is it's restored and then it becomes a space for the community, the schools, or these other organizations to have these different types of programming or healthcare program initiatives. Will someone need to, like, I don't know, monitor the house or be the person who locks and unlocks the door, that kind of thing?
Well, that would be the B part. The A part is getting it back on track. The B part will be providing, getting someone identified to serve as the facilitator, the person that actually runs the house,
right,
and schedules those meetings and or and work along with Meharry to schedule when the dental appointments are and when the medical appointments are also. And any other organization who wants to use the Hubbard House, that person will be the contact person for that. Yes.
I know you also mentioned in your proposal some potential workforce development activities, and I'm curious about any of the partners that you've already secured or any partnerships for providing workforce development services that you all are considering.
One of well, we've had some discussion with the different partners that is mentioned in the proposal. Tennessee State University, Fish University, National State Community College. Of course, in looking at the partnerships in that area, we certainly want to make sure all stakeholders are being touched. So Trevecca is right down the street from the Hubbard House. We want to make sure we have a partnership with them. We also have on our board a former director of Nashville Public Library, Sister Verna Malone, who has contacted and talked with them about partnering with them. Of course, Pruitt Library is not too far from us, and so therefore we'll have a developed partnership with them. But the workforce piece will certainly come through our agencies that Metro government currently has, and so we'll be talking with them in conversation to make sure that we have that connection, and those persons in that area will have ability and opportunity to get resume assistance and also learn how to interview for a job, and also clothing assistance too, because you want to surely present yourself in a proper manner when you go to the interview. So yes.
Do you have any official agreements with any of these entities, or is it just conversations?
Just conversation, okay. Right. We do have we have an official agreement with Meharry from the dental and medical part, but there's others we've had a conversation with them. We want to make sure we put Humpty Dumpty back together again first.
Who's your, I guess you got the quotes from like a general contractor. Who's your general contractor?
Gary Grau.
Gary Grau.
Gary Grau. He is the general contractor. He has done a lot of, you have to make sure that you have someone who's familiar with historic edifices.
Yeah.
He's done work on Two Rivers Mansion. He's also done work on several other buildings that have been designated as historic commission piece. He also had great, we learned about him from a former chairman of Nashville Historic Commission, and so he is the contractor we awarded for this work. We also have, if you see, that we do have a person who will be, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask about your fundraising, because it is on the national register.
Yeah.
So it just seems like that there might be other grant opportunities and other organizations that could help with this. Have you considered have you reached out to anybody other than Metro? Is
We do
this what I'm
have
wondering?
we have a grant that's with the federal government through the Civil Rights Commission.
I know there are opportunities.
Yeah, but you know, with the federal government, that's shake and bake. But we've actually, there's a grant that we have committed to them some time ago for the purpose of restoration of the house. But we also are working with oh my gosh, it's in Green Hills. And I'm having a forgetful moment here for a second. Community partners. The community partners, that's one of the organizations that we're working with too. Our goal with them is they have what they call the big payback.
Community Foundation,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, and so we're working with one of the persons there on their staff for funding also too, to be a part of the big payback. We are part of the Nashville 9,
Yes.
the Nashville 9, and so therefore we are on the list for any organization or any citizen of Nashville, any particular person, certainly can donate to the Hubbard House through that portal. And so we also have our own PayPal account too, that people can donate.
And does the Historical Commission provide any services for renovations of these properties?
No, they basically have pointed us in direction of certain agencies we could go talk to. We have talked with them, had several conversations with them, but no, they don't provide, that's not their thing. They make sure you keep it upright, you know, that you don't put the wrong window in there or the wrong door in there.
Yeah, but they're not gonna pay for it?
Yeah, but they don't provide the dollars and cents, no. They can refer you.
In this particular area, is there any other organization, building that will provide the kind of services that you're asking for? Is there any other resource center in that area where you're talking?
There is. We've had conversations with the Magruder Center. That's one of the partners we're looking at too, because they've been very successful in the North Nashville area providing services there through the Magruder Center. A shared partnership with them that would certainly be a part of one of the things that we look. And we've met with one of the persons who helped put that piece together too.
Can I just ask one more question? Who does the property belong to? Who's the owner of the property?
See up at United Methodist Church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We still own
Great
it.
question.
I was just sitting here going, who owns that property?
Not Meharry.
Okay. Okay. I'm good.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you. Where's the camera? Oh, there.